Hey. I'm back. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Dude, it's been a fucking night, apparently, man. I keep getting fucking Thanos snapped IRL. It's rough. Oh, I gotta fix the camera. Hold on. I zoomed it too far in. And then now we zoom it. Oh, this is the setup. This is a setup. Hi. Wait. I think it's still too far in. I broke my camera. Every time my power goes off, I have to like rezoom it. And now I rezoomed it too far. First. Oh, wait. That might not be good for streaks. That may not be good for streaks. Okay, that's too far out. I don't sit back here when I game. That's way too far out. Much too far out. Streaks. Are they all dead? Do we think that they're all dead? Hold on. Which way's in? This way's in? Nope, that way's out. This way's in. Yeah, we're chilling here, right? I think we're good here. Can we get a poll to vote Monkey Bucks on next crash? Stop preying on my fucking downfall. How's that sound? What if we don't prey on my downfall? What if we hope that my PCs don't fucking blow up until my average viewership stays up? Because god damn it, we lost half of the viewers. Dude, it was such a good stream too. It was so good. We were up so tremendous. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. It's okay though. I feel like these things only happen when streams are just hard bangers. Oh god, sorry. That's so loud. You guys are getting fucking ear blasted by Bardcore Firework. My apologies. I hope you really like Firework. It's blurry like I need glasses. Wait, is it? Do I need to zoom out more? Hold on. Oh god. Close. Go back in. I think this is too. That's better. That was too bright. We see the gameplay through your eyeballs. Is my camera actually that good? Help me! Oh wait, I'll die. I'm ready for an invite. I'll have you know I'm watching you. Yeah, maybe I just wanted to Thanos snap a couple streaks out this bitch. You know? Maybe that was the goal. Alright. I got my tummy hurt. Vay, I hope your tummy feels better. X. Invite. I'm on you. Yeah, I'm just having somebody like flicker the box right now. It's a weird thing to say. Yeah, I'm having somebody flicker the box. Main, gosh darn it. She found the breaker box. She's in fucking... Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. She's in Arizona. If she's cyber hitting me from here, then the Pentagon needs her shit. I'll flick Dusty's box. Sub goal! Sounds like a good one! Dude, if my power goes out again, I'm just gonna go smoke a ton of indica and go to bed sad. That looks like a hellacious pull. Okay, sorry. When I was just coming back in, someone had asked a question about the desert. Someone was asking how I felt about like the desert vibes. I enjoyed the desert a lot. I think right now we're nowhere near like, you know, what we'll be getting completely with the desert. It's important to remember that the entire biome has like 0 dungeons with it right now, and it's all pocket dungeons. So, guys gone. Everybody's gone, man. Yeah, two disconnects don't bode well for a stream. Freaking heck. Dude, it was such a good stream too. Goes off again while watching Prison Break. I'm gonna go cry. I'm gonna go cry. Well, I hope you enjoy your prison break. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay, huge. You're still here. That was like a feeler to see if you were still here. Okay, the desert. Desert vibes overall. So right now, I think it's important to remember that like pocket dungeons are the most existent form of like endgame. There are no like full dungeon buildouts that have been activated yet, so we're not really seeing the potential of the desert. With that being said, the overall like vibe of the desert, so to say, like artistically and like aesthetically, functionally, I do like the utilization of like the land. I like how it's a lot less of a like a civilized area. And I really do like the feel of it, the terrain, like how you traverse it. I'm a big fan of the implementation of it. I think that the biggest thing that we're waiting on right now is just that like farmable content that's gonna be here to kind of like have the desert be that breakaway from the current like Carfin Forge and everything like that. And then that's when we'll start to see the desert come to life with a lot more player base within it. And when there's that like, you know, reward for coming here, I think we'll really see that. I just think getting it on par with the Riverlands in terms of like active progression and what's available will be a big part of that. But overall, like the implementation's good. I think like, let's see, things I would change. Events are going to continue to be added and stuff. What would I change about the desert? Maybe some like POI ruinous areas to explore, I think could be really cool. Like just some dilapidated old, like, you know, not necessarily civilized, but like remnants of like a half buried whatchamahoosit. I feel like stuff like that could be really nice as well, like a historical feel to the desert, where there's always that potential of like that buried civilization, because we do already have indicators that like the desert's gonna be a delve into the land itself with like, is there power now? For now. The power is in the room with us. But we already have some really good indicators that like the desert play, so to say, is going to include the land itself. And with that, we've got the dungeon under Desert Mama that's right down here. Looks like it's gonna go down into like a delve. Yeah, can't wait to see the Desert Mama dungeon. Same Gravon. And I think like with that being said, the kind of allure of like uncovering this hidden civilization while also everybody realizing that all of the fucking statues in the desert are linked up to Carfin. It all links up to Carfin, chat. Everything in the desert is facilitated from a Carfin story arc. You're hearing it here, you're hearing it first, you're hearing it now. I'm telling you. Everything in the desert is kicked off by a Carfin story arc being completed. I'm putting my nuts on it. I'm willing to wager literally either one of my balls, as long as someone else in chat's willing to wager the other end. But I'm pretty optimistic everything's linked up to Carfin. Carfin seems to be a big facilitator of things. Just my theory, but I think tidbits of lore are always really nice. When you're able to work in those kind of like small lore pieces, the statues in the desert, for example, integrating the elves that were pictured in murals like at Carfin, integrating the deans of Carfin with the male statue that's holding the book, smaller desert mamas, which are again Eterna, which we can do a wiki dig on Eterna. But my whole theory with that is that the statue of Eterna, or like the statue to Eterna, was constructed after the massive loss of life at Carpin because somebody fucked up an evacuation spell. And I think we're seeing a lot of little like nods to Carfin within the lore that's being established so far. And I really think it all links up. Statue of the Death of New World. Nothing dies on that island. But that island itself is about to die. RIP New World. You won't be missed. Ah! Disintegrate's scary. What would I change about the desert? Ooh, long distance roaming mob spawns and named mobs instead of stationary spawns. I feel like the desert is very just like canonically prone to nomadic tendencies much more than Riverlands would be with kind of pockets of civilization. Like one thing I've thought about is in a desert, you're a lot more prone to have like, you know, nomadic groups, nomadic factions, people that go watering hole to watering hole. They kind of look for the next stop. And I feel like in a world right now where so many named spawns are just stagnant timer this, timer that, having those named mobs be actually like long patrolling, roaming mobs, I almost think of like the Defiant Messenger quest in early WoW if you were an Alliance player. The Defiant Messenger had a path that took him all the way along the road around an entire like area. It took them all around Westfall. I'd make a mechanic where you need desert mounts to travel it or get a debuff that makes it harder to go through. Oh, like sand in your Snussy, and so you move a little bit slower, yeah. Yeah, it could be cool. Specific types of mounts being canon and having bonuses there. It's always something they could add in. I think roaming mounts, or not roaming mounts, I'm sorry. I think roaming mobs would add a lot to like just the dynamic feel of an area. But did I win that? I'm winning. I'm a winner. I've never been one of these before in my life. As long as the roaming mobs also have a roaming spawn point. By roaming spawn point, do you mean like a non-static spawn point, like a set of spawns almost similar to like a firebrand? Where it has like, these are your potential spawn points for it. It could be any of these. Good idea. I think that's a very good idea. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I think that'd be, excuse me, I think that would be great. A set of spawn points where it spawns somewhere along this timer. I love the rage. For whatever reason, this person is spamming that TMX is a loser, and they were Control-C, Control-Ving so fast that they just hit V. I love that level of just unbridled hatred for somebody. Holy shit, that's so good. Fuck, that's passion. When you're going too fast to make sure that the message goes through. Holy shit. That's like diss track levels of hatred. That's fucking good, chat. That's a rivalry shaping up. The dude has a way of bringing that out in people. I know, I just love from a third party, like, because I've been on both sides of that. I've had people be like, I hate DustyWhy, and I've also been like, I hate this motherfucker. And so it's funny just seeing it and knowing what they're going through probably emotionally right now. And just being like, I'm glad I'm not involved. Because you know they typed that out once, wanted to post it, and then they were like, you know what? Once isn't enough. And they like grabbed their mouse begrudgingly, dragged their cursor over, and went, huh, and the fucking most emphatic highlight you've ever seen into a Control-C, and then spamming that Control-V so fast that they couldn't even hit the control every time. Just unfiltered, pure fucking rage, Nelly.
You don't really get to see it frequently in people, but when you do, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's really, it's elegant. It's like seeing caffeine in its pure form. It's like you drink coffee, but have you ever seen this shit before? Like, you get angry, but have you been this angry? Have you ever wished a man death over a video game? I've been told to off myself over video games multiple times. Comes with the territory. Shit, I've had streamers tell me to off myself. Some people just don't like sharing territory. No Ashes streamers. No Ashes streamers, thank God. Thank God. Ashes streamers are nice people. A wonderful group of content creators. Not yet. I know, wait till Summit comes back. Can you fucking imagine? Ba, ba. Years 2037, walking through my house, I stubbed my toe. How could TMX do this to me? Fucking hell. I love global chat, dude. It's so good. Fuck me. Server lore is already so goddamn good. I love this game. I do not want to get Rhino charged, thank you. Did we make our way through? Oh yeah, we did. Do 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 do. All right, how many are we losing? I feel like I might have missed a bit of loot there, but none of these really seem overly insane. Like, what's gonna be the worthwhile thing? Get more DPS? Hey, Osavo, where you at? What you doing? What level are these? 25. Get Caro. Oh, Caro's in a group. Bis. Slacker's in this group. The only one here not in this group is Savo. Savo's probably in a group. Savo's not in a group. Bis. We're Uppington. Alright. Savo, are you still trying to sell that coal that you got? Or have you sold it yet? Siege will end up being almost nothing, or it will tilt players off the game. People are upset over 10 gold caravans already. That guy's got a point. I feel like a lot of people get very attached to things in a game where many things will be lost. I feel like this game is somewhat rooted in like a constant gain and loss in a sense. What's going on right here? What the fuck is this? Who turned the lights off right here? Is it because you're going like into the cave? Ah. It's like the shadow of the cave, so it doesn't flashbang you, I think. Oh, that looks really cool from under here. That's clear as shit. One peeing and Savo on the way. I mean, we could go pretty much wherever, I feel like, with this group. Early quests are a lot cleaner than last month. Progress. That's all there needs to be, honestly. It's a lot easier to knock a lot of them out. Are they well grouped, do you think? Just as an overall? Or do you still feel like they're spread out? Give me like too good, too bad. Correct map tooltips. That was something they mentioned in patch notes recently, actually. So very nice to see that that's accurate. Thoughts on the player count being low? It's an alpha. I think alphas, like, while a player count can be a nice complement to it, alphas aren't really determined by player counts or anything, and really what we are is kind of like a secondary line of playtesting past the QA and the private server testers. That's more of a complement to the testing cycle than anything else. I think player count now is a very small concern across the board. I also think we're gonna have 2 big injections to the player count, like, short term, right? In terms of both the May patch bringing like tropics, rogue, stuff like that, I think you'll have more people kind of like coming in at that point. And then April, you'll kind of see a little bit of a lull, right? Like a little bit of that drop off again from March to April. And then it'll, in my opinion, I think start to ramp up again prior to May when we go into phase 3. And then I think once we hit phase 3, we'll see another big boom of players coming in and content creators come in with the 24/7 access to the servers or, you know, live service. So it'll never be perfect 24/7, but yeah, I definitely think that like player count right now definitely doesn't really matter that much. And we also don't necessarily know exactly what player count is across the board. I think that it's natural once people kind of hit a point of completion to atrophy from the game at a certain point. With that being said, I'm like 400 hours into this phase and I'm having a lot of fun still. I'm nowhere near being in a spot where personally I feel I've completed everything, done everything that there is to do. So I'm nowhere near the point of like burnout or anything, but everyone's relative in that regard. I'm also excited for Rogue. I will be leveling a Rogue. I might try to do it solo. Never mind, there's a Scorp boss that drops a shield. But it might be worse. It's worse, but looks cooler. I don't know if I have it on me. I mean, it's still not bad because it's con. Where are they? This one. So, like, it's a cool looking shield. It's drippy as hell, honestly. Because then this is Aegis of Blood. Way less cool. Way fewer lights. Not even an RGB gamer shield. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the sand one is pretty fucking sick. And then if we want a really cool looking shield, and you're a tower shield enjoyer, Forge scale. This bad boy drops out of Forge. And it's as big as my dwarf. I like the shields. Their shield arts is good. It's just like... They have to get shields into a spot where it's worth using them. Because right now they are very negligible across the board. Good day. Where's he going? That makes sense. He's just hoofing it. Earn these shields? Listen, man, I pride myself in having all of the shield drip. If there's a shield out there, I'm gonna get it. As a tank, shields are like the biggest piece of drip that you can get. Weapons and shields. I want a big, chonky weapon. And I want a big shield. Not even a big shield, I want a drippy shield. It's a dungeon across the river from here. Are we doing this? Or do we want to go back across to Snex? I think loot tables in Lawless are bort. I farmed that one and named mobs give nothing but mobs underneath give stuff. But I'm down to go check. Case they fixed. Let me go pee now that power isn't going. Alright, I just jinxed it, I think. Hopefully power doesn't go out. I'll be right back. One sec. Okay, sorry, we're back. Where's everyone going at this point? We going across? Yeah. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Ow. Slight flashbang. Bandit pocket? Yeah, I'm coming across. I still think the loot tables are going to be borked for this, but we'll see. We'll see what the haps is. Well, do we lose in Dasher? He'll be back. He probably went to go poo. Is the mount game like dying a little bit? I guess it's not bad. Still pretty solid. What is this guy on? He spent 50 million to make a Griefer's Paradise that will likely never make it out of alpha. Brother, you spent 110 to play that alpha. What do you mean? Let's just destroy nodes and wait. What's happening with buildings being destroyed? Where are buildings being destroyed? Ooh. Thank you. Very kind of you. Okay, yeah, this is the bottom part, right? And then there was the top part up here. Oh, this has Sharp Claw. This is populated right now. Science time! Okay. So we'll see what Mr. Talrith has for us. And his loot table was pretty large on the wiki. I know Az was voting to take something down. I remember take down the Trade Bureau to put up Journeyman Weaponsmithing. Wait. Yeah, so Journeyman Weaponsmithing would be a gain, right? So why would people be upset about that if it's like a net gain? I don't know, that's why this person is bitching. Is that the big thing that's happened? Is that like one change in particular? It's the only thing I think of that was taken down. Yeah, and like what happened with new elections? Like the newest round of elections that was controversial. Wasn't there, like... Boost the caravan speed in the node zone is great. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, as soon as your caravan hits that, especially if you have, like, a nice bob, say you happen to have the #1 animal husbandress on the server in your guild, for example, you can really get yourself in a pretty zoomy spot, man. And then as long as your caravan doesn't get hit, you're good. You start some wood in one place, you run a van down, you start some wood in another place. Once you get there, you run a van back, you grab the wood, pause, you sell the wood. That might be #1 monetary gain. That seems pretty S tier. Dusty got wood? I wish. I'm in gray sweatpants and I don't even have a bulge. My dick is tiny. In game, however, I am wood tycooning my way up to like 10 gold. How's the loot? Bugged, I think. That's kind of what I'm over here testing. So I grabbed one of the name mobs that spawns on the higher level because the mobs up top are active right now. And unfortunately, I think they're still borked. The more he says that, the less I believe him. I literally already have 6 gold. I'm gonna have 10 gold very soon. It's not that unreasonable. You don't need to doubt me, and you don't need to be a hater. I'm not about the small peen. No, it's not reverse psychology, it's just establishing proper expectations. I'm up front. I have no reason to embellish. I openly say I'm 6'5". If I wanted to say everything was small for fun, I would say I'm 5'6" like Sergeant Stomps, but unfortunately I'm not. Well, for him. That's level 6. How fast is this to start up comparatively to your Ranger? Franken beans? Listen. Cutting up hot dogs and baked beans is good. First of all. First of all. And I'm not gonna be standing for any slander. Could be old, 5'6", bald, and a grower, not a shower. You take old out of that and you got Sergeant Stomp, so. You got friends here, Bruce, don't worry. What's the average height of chat, do you think? Chat, like 3/4 of the people left once the power went out, but how tall is everyone? (6'5", gang. It seems like we're either 6'5" or 5'6" here. 5'10"? Okay, he's in the middle. (5'3", you're taller than Carlo. Shorty McShorterson. Yeah, Carlo's like fucking 5 feet on the dot. So, I am dead. Am I? So there's like an almost 1.5 foot difference. If they hit my snores, heads will roll. Yo, what up, John G? How you doing? Little Mary Poppin' Evan, look at. Listen, I don't discriminate based on height. I don't discriminate based on height. Or really anything. Oh, the music's been fire tonight. I don't even lie. We're into like the algorithmic portion of the night. It's currently Druid's Path by Fiddleworld. Fiddlewald, not Fiddleworld. It's like Guitar World, but... And this shit slaps. I don't even know like where it comes from or anything. All I know is it fucks. And then we have up next, Another Late Night at the Tavern by Axe and Ale. Some fucking slappers. Fiddle Worlds. Dude, I'm telling you, I thought it was Fiddle World. Guitar World knockoff, man. The smaller guitars. Yeah, it's Fiddlewald for the artist. Maybe we don't go in. I feel like in this day and age, forcing yourself in never really leads to anything good. Excuse you. Treasure. I rolled a 30. I hate my life. Everything I know is misery and pain. Can I kill Slacker? He's typing, sorry. Yeah, I think they buffed respawns pretty recently. From Dusty's Fiddle World game. Fiddle World! Yo, Fiddle World would be a banger title. Truly respected from the Academy. Like, honestly, Astrobot would probably concede its game of the year the second Fiddle World walked into the room. Would it be like a... I'm picturing like a TCG shop sim, but instead of selling cards, you're selling fiddles. I don't know much about fiddles. But I also didn't know much about the value of current Pokemon cards until I played TCG Sim. I don't know if there's a command to see the leaderboard. I didn't even set that shit up. Those points are like 6 years old. Do exclamation commands. Yeah, you get a full list of commands through that. Oh, the soul theft. No, 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 no. Please don't have a range. It hit me for 27,000 last time. Did Bristol just get one shot? Oh God. If this boss doesn't drop anything, I'm convinced these loot tables are currently borked. And loot. Nope. Not a single goddamn drop. Yeah, this is defo borked. Not a singular droppington. Too far, too late. Oh, you're chilling, Savo. You're chilling. Sold a coal. Ooh. 30 gold? What do you get? So what specifically are people using the coal for? Stomps, you like cleric more than ranger? Are you just enjoying the healing? I settled for 22 gold. I have 2 more and just trying to flip them before people get more mining rarity up. Yeah, that's reasonable. Probably quite a safe bet. I think coal's needed to make an ingot for the bow. Oh, okay. So you just need like a one-off for the ingot for the bow? Oh, it's like healing? Well, I know you usually play healer, but you were trying to do something else over here. Have you thought about what you would do for a secondary with a cleric? Goals for Christmas stockings. My mom has always put an orange in the toe of our Christmas stockings. And when I was a kid, I was like, what the fuck is this orange doing here? And as I got older, I realized the value of a free orange. That orange always tastes so much sweeter than any other orange. That shit's nice, and it's because I didn't pay for it. This year, I got to take a lot of the extra oranges home with me. I had more oranges. Who's this? Probably just F it and go cleric tank and go pally. Is cleric tank pally or is clank tank cleric pally? Because those aren't the same thing. Do exclamation classes. Clank. That should be the cross. They should just fucking call it clank. I want to say tank cleric is paladin, right? Tank cleric paladin, cleric tank. Oh wait, cleric tank is apostle. I want to say, just based on what I've gathered so far, I don't think cleric tank will like increase your threat generation as a cleric. I think it'll make your heals provide like mitigation to allies. If I had to wager like my body weight in peanut butter, then I would probably be willing to bet that the clank would lead towards more mitigation than like, you know, threat gen from heals or something like that. I just baited the snores for my own benefit there. Yay. Off we go. Who needs 6 pounds of peanut butter? Listen, man, I'm chunking up. I was weighing in at 190 when I weighed myself the other day. I weighed myself the other day on stream because someone was, I don't even know what brought it up, but I ended up weighing myself. Not like on stream, I ran out and grabbed the scale and did it. But I weighed in at like 190, bro. We're beefing. I'm just saying, I might need to buy 2 tickets on the plane at this point with all this brawlicness. You got a pocket full of oranges? You don't need to know where I keep the oranges. You don't need to know that. I don't need you to concern yourself with that. You don't need to concern me with that. The oranges just exist. Blessed weapon is nice. What's that do? Brisket for said biscuit. What? Exclamation Arctic? Is it exclamation Gregory 2 or exclamation Gregory 3? I want to say it's exclamation Gregory 3. That's a banger command. Like a fucking heater. Exclamation pizza. I'll let you order me a pizza. Yeah, everybody uses that to post dicks and stuff. We use that for positivity. Why don't you dare to? What's the hesitancy here, John G? What's got you so on edge? I'm on timer. Sounds like you're on timer for those bitchy little legs collapsing out from under you. You can only do it once a day. Ah, I didn't see. Here, I'll refresh your timer with my super powerful streamer abilities. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, yeah, your timer's refreshed. That's crazy. Wow, that's insane. You heard the machine booping. That's That's literally how, like, hackers do it. Like, chat, what was that like for you, witnessing a real hack in real time? Honestly, you probably haven't seen anything like that since you watched Pirate Software last. Why don't you let that thing eat some peanut butter and rub yourself on its sticky side? I feed the snores quite well. I believe in you. He's scared. He's terrified. He doesn't know how to handle himself. You feed it what? It eats an organic supply of vegetables. Oranges? No, I eat the oranges myself. I like oranges a lot. I was actually kind of pissed recently because I went to buy, like, I'm popping up to Winstead to check refining. Like, recently, I wanted to go buy some OJ. And when I ran by the store, I like to get OJ that has a lot of pulp in it. Like, I really fuck with pulp. I like pulp a lot. If you don't, I think you're a fucking child. Just putting that out there. Anyways, I wanted to get the Tropicana because it's not from concentrate, and I wanted to get Grove Stand because that's their one that has the most pulp. A gallon of Tropicana Grove Stand orange juice was $11 for a singular gallon of orange juice. Bro, I was fucking livid. I could get an entire massive Taco Bell order for $11. Massive Taco Bell order. Disgustingly large. I could honestly have enough Taco Bell at that point to make my stomach hurt for like 2 days. Or 1 gallon of orange juice. I don't know, man. I don't know. Really want to go all out, get a dozen eggs and a gallon of OJ? I'll have to take out a loan. I have an egg plug. It's my mother. My parents have chickens. So currently, I probably shouldn't say this on stream. Well, I'm gonna lock all my windows tonight anyway, so it's fine. I got 30 eggs last time I went up to see my parents because their chickens, they have 13 chickens and they're laying like 10 plus eggs a day. Not all of them, but like, you know, each one will lay like mostly an egg a day. You can sell black market eggs. I mean, the eggs are like multiple colored, but yeah, I would sell all the eggs equally. We'll be rich. You gonna take a cut? You gotta pimp the chickens? I'm making eggs after stream. I gotta lower my net worth a little bit so I don't get robbed. But yeah, so like anytime I go up to see my parents, I just get like plugged the flick up. So I get eggs from the chickens. I get sourdough baked goods, so like breads, English muffins, all that from my mom, which reminds me I might make some breakfast sandwiches for post-stream snack tonight. That actually sounds pretty good. I have some turkey that I have to use. It's like some black pepper turkey breast. So I'll probably do like turkey, egg, and cheddar on English muffins, and then whip up a little something on the side type shit. That sounds good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds real good, chat. That sounds real good. But yeah, so I pop up there. I get sourdough baked goods. I get eggs. They have a lot of friends that hunt and shit too, so there's always meat up there. So it's pretty solid. If they had a couple orange trees, we'd be vibing. Got another question? Yeah, ask whatever you'd like. No problem at all. If you buy the Wave 2 bundle key, you also get to play in Phase 3. That is correct, yep. And then you'll also get access to the betas. So no matter how long it goes, even if it does end up delayed for whatever reason or going longer, you would still have access to that. So once you have access to one of the phases, you get access currently to all of the future phases. And then with the Wave 2 bundle, you also get 1 month of game time on launch, which is $15 USD. And then you also get $15 in the in-game store. The in-game store is transmog only, no pay to win, no pay for convenience. So it is quite solid. Yeah, of course. We're over on the virus server. If you are coming to check it out, servers are up for the next 5 days before they go down for 2. So typically they're down Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but because last week's patch had a little like oopsie daisy with it, we got some extended playtime this week. We didn't end up having Tuesday, Wednesday downtime, and I'm pretty thankful for that. Ooh. Can I grab this? This looks cool. Tragic. Tragic. Yeah, it's almost midnight. We don't have anyone on in guild to pull from either. I want to get back in. I mean, the Carvin event's still not showing as up. So I think it was only available for like a temporary amount of time, maybe? I don't really know. I'm glad that I got to farm it though while it was up. It was very fun. It was also, honestly, quite good loot. Now we just need it to not drop minerals. The big question is, what will the tryhard guilds that are hellbent on winning an alpha do when a fresh start servers are available? They're all coordinating to go to a fresh server. So fortunately, one important thing to remember about me is coming from New World. Like, I played 7,000 hours entirely focused on PvP and was one of the people in New World that had the most wars played just across the board. I am that sweaty tryhard PvP player, but I'm also like very self-aware of the entire thing. So I actually played for Envious in New World. They were over in New World for a little bit and I was in their New World company. So within that, I've also kind of got this like level of communication because I understand that like the tryhard PvP guilds, like they don't want to, some of them will because they have fragile egos. But for the most part, and a lot of people in leadership of those guilds don't want like the game or the servers to die because it simply like limits the content that they have available to them. They, for the most part, really want to facilitate like more competitiveness within the game. Now, with that being said, there are always a few bad actors among them that give everybody a bad name. And then once accusations start being thrown out, everyone's looked at differently because of it. So what I've heard so far is that since the whole Fed pirate software situation is kind of like chilled out, and I think Fed just kind of like won that whole PvP battle as pirate software went over to play other games and shit. I think Fed and then all of the guilds that are like PvP focused on Vyra are planning to go over to one of the fresh start servers and just kind of like lay waste to each other over there. What I'm hoping is that there are multiple fresh servers that open up between like, you know, the wave packs and everything else. And I'm hoping that at that point, we're able to kind of like, not avoid them, but avoid them. I personally just want to take the community somewhere chill that's not just absolutely ravaged by everybody just focusing, you know, one thing and one thing only, and help people kind of like learn the game. And then on launch, if we end up somewhere where it's like a lot more competitive, that's one thing. But for alpha especially, I like the prospect of being able to teach people the game in a very like, a very chill place. Like we'll have our level of competition, but hopefully within that, we're able to figure out like where they're all going. We get a good group of people who are around like our same goal set, everything like that, to come over to where we're going. And then from there, you have a few good startup servers. So depending on like what population indicates like they'll be able to do infrastructure wise in terms of adding servers and how many they'll be able to add, I think that's an important thing to keep in mind across the board and will probably impact a lot. But my hope is that we definitely get, you know, at least like 3, but I think it all depends on pop. I don't know how many packs they have like pending right now versus how many packs are actually active and all of that, so. I might be able to make this out of my inventory. It's just gonna be 250, isn't it? Not quite. Twagic. This whole thing with people just wanting to destroy everything and each other and then also hinder progress right now also makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't been paying much attention to global or anything, but it seems like people have been really up in arms about some shit. So I don't really follow too much, but yeah, there seems to be some fuckery running amok. I guess they demolished the Journeyman Armorsmith station. For what? And where was that at? Miraleth? What the fuck? Just randomly? Was that the only armor smithing station on the server? Some of this dates all the way back to phase 1 on Resna. Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, as, you know, phase 3 kind of rolls about, we get more information on where people are going, so that way we can kind of go to the more chill server of the two, or whatever does end up opening up. Would really like to give people the opportunity to play in a very chill and like good learning environment where we can go out in PvP and not have new players having to worry about a lot of the shenaniganism that can pop up. Just across the board, in my opinion. Scorpion mounts are so nice. The coloration on them is really well done. All right, so I have 3 sets of those refining. What do I have for wood? Yeah, what up, Leon? Tank's pretty fun so far. Any tips? Good question. Any tips for tank so far? I would say the biggest things that I would get used to are keeping grit up, and then Indomitable Spirit, when you get that, is really useful with a lot of your abilities, because your defensives and stuff can add shields based on your maximum HP. So if you use, like, say Indomitable Spirit, you get 20% more max, and then you throw your absorption field. That increased max HP is then applied to your absorption field. If you pop Indomitable Spirit, you get more HP, then you pop Shake It Off. That's gonna give you a larger, that's gonna give you a larger heal. So there are a lot of things that you can facilitate based on Indomitable Spirit before other defensive abilities and stuff. So definitely look into that. Make sure that you're getting the most out of that, like, additive plus HP scaling, because that is a really important thing for us tanks. Da, 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 da. Is Global talking about in-game politics or, like, out-of-game politics? Dude, I can't even tell at this point. When Global starts talking about both types of politics, you know everything's fucked. Just across the board. That's how you know it's cooked. I don't know, but watch this in Global. Watching. Oh no. What are you starting? There's no way that got pushed off by trade spam and nobody saw it. Holy shit. That could have been a disaster. Oh my fucking god. That's so funny. I'm shocked that none of them reacted to that. Fuck me. I have a lot of extra shit. A lot of extra shit. I don't know why I have so much extra shit, but I do. Doing pretty good, keeping grit up. Nice to have a character that can just go in and eat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I think, like, sustain-wise, once you get used to Indom and stuff like that, Shake It Off is really good. Keeping up Intim is really good. Just all those basics. But, like, you get a really good flow for it the more that you play tank as well. And I feel like you're able to really get used to, like, which situations you'll be able to dump your courage versus which situations you kind of have to, like, hold your courage for other things. Wait, so... Smithy? Is that what got demolished? Finally got in game. Porcini is the new mayor of Nuela. Oh, that's cool. Good for him. So what are they doing? Oh. What's going on here? Good day, my syndicate friends. Who are we going to kick the shit out of? What's going on? Hey. What's the haps? What you doing? Who's fighting who here? Oh, I think we might have found it. Is it Genesis and Syndicate? Someone just got fucking annihilated up here on the front line. Someone just got Thanos snapped. What the fuck? Does Genesis have pumpers like that? God damn. Yo. Syndicate's getting fucking melted. Oh my god. Genesis is just walking them down, bro. Look at the damage. Oh my fucking god. Legitimately just running them down. Holy shit. That is a goddamn beatdown. People are getting chunked for half their health. The sprint away. No. No. Poor guy. He's cooked. Oh my god. Those guys just got fucking run through. Holy shit. I don't think Genesis lost a single person. He's looting. Damn. They're hitting hard. That was decisive. Oh my god. I don't know if Syndicate got split there and didn't maybe like have everyone. But bro, Genesis just chunked through Syndicate and was like two-shotting people. That's crazy. Well, anyways. Well, anyways, boys. What a fucking stumble upon we had there. Holy shit. I hope that we have more tomorrow. Oh, oops, that's crazy. Excuse me. All right, boyos. Well, it do suck that we lost power twice. I won't lie. I'm so sad. Dude, it was such a banger. It was still a really good stream. But man, it was so good until we lost power. It's okay though. Everything is great. I love everyone. I love everything. I love you guys. You're genuinely amazing. Thank you for being here. I'll be back again with an absolute slapperoo stream. And hopefully from there, we'll keep the vibes going. We'll keep the community growing. And we'll get a lot of good content out tomorrow. Boys, I appreciate y'all being here. Much love. I'm very thankful for you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye, YouTube. Have a good night, guys.